self-awareness helps you to be aware how you're being perceived, how the words you say, even down to your facial expressions. Here's another example. I can remember back, this probably was about 2006, 2007. I had an executive coach who was in with me for a day, and I was meeting with each of my divisional managers. And we did this once a month, and we reviewed the operating results from the prior month. So everybody had to show up, give an account. You know, these were people that had P&L responsibility, give an account for their results for the prior month. So at our first break, she came up to me and she said, I just got to know. She said, are you ticked off today? And I said, no. She said, really? You're sure there's nothing wrong? And I said, no, I'm feeling fine. She said, well, you might want to tell your face, because she said, you're sitting in that meeting with this scowl on your face. And she said, it's intimidating. And she said, can you perceive that people are intimidated? That they're not able to relax and give you the best of themselves? Because just by your facial expressions, you're intimidating them. And she said, I want to encourage you to work on smiling. And so, I mean, it seems like a little thing, but when you're in leadership, people infer the biggest things from the smallest gestures. You know, the casual throwaway comment that you don't really think about, you don't think it's a big deal. You might even be thinking, well, it was just in jest. And people can turn that into, you know, an entire narrative. And so I just think, you know, I don't want to certainly walk around like I'm walking on eggshells, but I do want to be self-aware as a leader. I think it's critically important. It's kind of a superpower. And that's why I really believe in assessments. I don't care if it's Myers-Briggs or Strength Finders or the Enneagram or any of that stuff, but I think it's all helpful for a couple of reasons. Number one, it helps us appreciate the way that we're wired. And it also helps us realize that there are other people that are wired differently. And that's a good thing. You know, when we have that kind of diversity of gifts and talents and skills, that's a really good thing. And in the past, I used to say to myself, man, if I could just find somebody else like myself, if I could just clone myself, that's like the worst leadership idea ever. You don't need more of you. One of you is sufficient. What you need is diversity around you. You need people that see life from a different set of presuppositions, from a different perspective, so that they can help you get kind of a 360 view of the world that's more congruent with reality as it exists.